physical. It's a totally feeling only, but it is a physical or emotional. What you are feeling, how you are responding to your body. So we have to connect with our mind and body connected with one another. Then we have to react with body what our body demanding. So that's why it can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, nervous. Okay, when you are getting some angry, then automatically our body also shaking. Then we will not think properly. Then our thoughts totally disturbing. So that's why we have to try to control our stress levels. Then automatically our nervous also getting some stress, then automatically our blood circulation is totally changing, then our breathing system changing, our blood pressure also will be changed. That's why we have to try to control our stress. Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or demand. What our body is demanding, we have to give that type of thoughts. So that's why our body, which situation you are facing, that situation based we are getting some stress. So that's why we have to try to face the stress. And management. What is the management? Management is the administration of an organization. It's related to educational institution or any company or our body system. Our body system also one of the organization. Okay, it will be work with so many sense organs and body parts. Okay, all parts will mix and then one by one reacting. Our body totally working. That's why how you are managing our body and body parts. So that's why this is the administration. Our school also working through the administration. So like our body parts also working with the organization. When you are ready to move your hands, at that time our mind telling, then automatically our body parts are moving. So this is the organization. So stress management. Everybody getting some stress. Then we have to manage our stress. But somebody will not manage the stress. They will get more and more pressure. Then after that they will attempt to suicide also. So that's why we have to manage our stress. And stress management is a wide spectrum of techniques and psychotherapies aimed at controlling a person's level of stress. How we are controlling our stress levels, it is totally related to stress management. So that's why first of all we have to observe our stress levels or symptoms. Okay, we are facing some stress or not, through the symptoms we can identify it. First of all, aches and pains. If you are getting any body pains or headache or any pains in your body, then we can feel okay, I am facing some stress. And the next one is headache. Actually headache, normal headache is there and migraine is there. Okay, migraine is totally related to genes, but normal headache totally related to our works. What you are doing, what you are thinking, that base normally headache will come. That's why it will be continuing or not, you can cross check it. Then every day headache is coming, then you can identify I am facing some stress. The next one, chest pain. Sometimes chest pain will come. Through the gastric problem also chest pain will come. But at that time, is it which type of problem? Is it actually heart problem or gastric problem or through the stress? But everybody, when they got chest pain, then maybe it's related to heart. So maybe heart problem I am facing. That's why that person went to the hospital. They consulted to the cardiologist. Then they will give a test monography. Then they will observe it. Then they will tell it's a gastric problem. So that's why which type of stress we are getting, we have to identify it. Next one is sleeping problem. When you are getting stress, we will face sleeping problem. Actually, somebody feeling I am not sleeping properly. Why I am not getting sleeping? We have to check it through the work's pressure or through the thoughts pressure or any personal problems. We have to cross check it. Then we can identify is it stress or not. But sleeping time, somebody sleeping more and more also. Actually, less sleeping, more sleeping. Both are related to stress. So once we cross check it, are you going sleep more and more or not? 6 to 8 hours is required to anybody. More than 8 hours, if you are going to sleep, it is related to some stress. And below 6 hours, somebody will wake up at midnight also. After that, they will not go to sleep. So that's why you can cross check it. Then we have to try to control our stress levels. Then high BP. When you are getting stress, then automatically our BP levels will increase. So actually 80 by 120. 120 by 80 is the normal BP levels. But nowadays, every human being getting more and more anger or anxiety. That's why we 180 by 120 by 80, presently 160 by 90. So normally high BP also nowadays increasing everybody. So that's why we can cross check it. 120 by 80 is normal BP or not. Then if you identify more BP, it's related to stress. Then muscle tension. Okay, somebody when they are getting stress, then automatically their body parts not moving properly. Then they will get some like this stress feel. Then they will not touch anything. Then anybody taking anything, then automatically their body parts also moving. So like that, muscles tension also will become. And stomach problems. It's related to digest problem. Somebody taking food, then automatically after that they will go to toilet. So always they are thinking. So this is totally related to stress feel. But we have to observe it. Okay, try to control stress levels. Then frustration. So many problems are there. Nowadays everybody facing so many problems. At that time they will not manage their proper system. So we have to deal with our family members, we have to deal with the colleagues, we have to deal with officials. At that time, if you face any unbalance, then we will get more pressure. So that's why actually frustration we will show through the normal people, but not higher people. Okay, so that's why we have to control our emotional levels. And angry, nervousness. Okay, so when you are getting more and more anger, then we have to observe it. Maybe I am facing some stress. So that's why I have to try to control my stress levels. Through these symptoms we can observe. Okay, now I am giving one experiment. So all of you try to practice this experiment.
इसका बर्थडे नहीं है। इसको बांधना नहीं है। नहीं बताइए। इसको फुलाने के बाद फिर धीरे धीरे उसका हवा निकालना है। हाँ, धीरे धीरे पीछे प्रेस करके स्ट्रेस रिलीज होगा।
सारा टेंशन बैलून में भर देते हैं।
हाँ, फिर वो धीरे धीरे निकल जाएगा।
Okay, this is the stress relief technique. सुनिए सुनिए, this is started already. Okay, don't use two hands, only two fingers. You can all of you take like this. Don't use two hands, only two fingers. With these two fingers, you have to blow it. Okay, let's try. All of you try. Don't use two hands. Okay, after completed, stop. Don't release the air. Stop it. With the two fingers. More size. Shorter size.
Less interest than hormone.
You are using two hands, madam. Single hand, two fingers. Use only two fingers. Okay. After completed, then you can start like this. This back side you can touch another hand. Okay. Slowly press it. When you are pressing, at that time you can release the tail. When you are pressing, at that time you can release. When you are pressing, at that time release, then you can stop it. When you are pressing, at that time you can release the tail. But don't release like this normally. When you are pressing, at that time only you can release. Then you can stop it. Again, shoulder. With the two fingers. Don't touch this hand also. Broken, sir? We will give another piece, sir.
blast
Yeah, two fingers only.
कोई भी टू
Two fingers.
एनी टू
Okay. Nice, sir.
हो गया
Problems are very no problem. No. Single balloon. Only separate balloon. Don't exchange. We will give another balloon also. Okay, then you can start again. Okay. Again, when you press, then you can release the tail. Totally, you have to do 3 times. When you are pressing, at that time only you have to release. Okay, third time to totally directly release. Okay, third time you can release directly. Okay, at a time. Okay. Okay, when you have leisure time, at that time everybody can blow these balloons. Okay, then automatically our stress levels will be reduced. Main thing, when you are getting some stress, at that time in our nose it will be closed. Then we will not take proper breathing. Then our total head is getting some pressure, then it will be not working properly. So that's why when you are using this balloon, at that time forcefully we are giving our inside air to the balloon. Then inside pura empty. That's why we have to take breathing. Then we will take more breathing. Then automatically our stress levels will reduce. Because we are taking more breathing, then that air will be shifted to like oxygen. That oxygen levels increase, 80% oxygen is required to brain. Other 20% oxygen will go to body parts. So that's why our mind will not work properly. So when you are giving more oxygen to brain, then we will work properly. That is the main thing. But actually in this balloon, no, nothing else. Only we have to release our inside air. So through this balloon we are playing like activity, then we will get more benefit. Okay, this is the balloon technique for reducing stress. Okay, now another technique. This is the spring. Actually, children will play. When we are getting stress, through the normal activities we can release our stress levels. Okay, through this spring, first of all we have to take like this, then we can turn like this, then we have to play like this. When you are doing like this, we have to observe these colors, and mainly upside, we have to observe it. Like this, we have to practice up to 10 to 15 minutes, then automatically our stress levels will be reduced. Sir, once you practice this. In this one, slowly, and speed. First you practice this. Come here, come. Or will observe. Now, yes. All of you observe it. Sir, right hand only moving, left hand not moving. Because sir tight here. Okay. Two hands we have to move it. That is the main thing. It's required to bell shape. Yeah. Speed. Fast. Yeah. When we are doing very fastly, at that time it will be fell down. At that time, don't open your lips. That is also one technique. Because when you are close your mouth, then we have to take breathing through the nose only. when you are getting stress, mostly we will take through the mouth, but actually nose functioning, mouth functioning, we have to observe it. Breathing through, we have to take through the nose only. That's why we have to close mouth when you are practicing these exercises.
If someone wears
Very good.
mask,
Very
how
good.
you will know, sir, that he is opening the mouth or not?
Like this we have to practice. Then we can reduce our stress levels. Okay, next another technique. This is the stress balls. For reducing stress purpose, we will use it. And who is getting more BP? So that person's also for reducing BP purpose also we are using. This balls mostly we can press through the left hand. When you are pressing like this, at that time it will be connected to the heart and brain. Then when you are pressing more and more, then automatically our brain working properly, blood circulation will be increased, then automatically our stress level will be reduced. Then body parts and totally blood circulation will work properly. Okay, once you practice this.
From left hand.
Mainly left hand. Stress will reduce easily through the left hand.
जितना भी स्ट्रेस निकल
Okay, what causes stress? Mostly, so many causes for stress. That's why one we will observe it, survival stress. Response to danger. Survival stress, when you are getting some danger, somebody walking, but suddenly they are ready to fall down, then they will give some different type of emotions. Oh, great, I will fall down. Then their body will react like this. Then at that time, I saved my life. I saved my life. Like we will feel like that. That is the survival stress. At that time, we will get some stress, but we saved our life. That's why we call like survival stress. At danger time, we will face that type of stress. Next one is internal stress. When you are getting some worries and some problems and some emotions, at that time we will get this type of internal stress. This is totally psychological. When you are thinking differently, at that time we will get internal stress. Actually, if you observe egg, if you give outside of the stress, then it will be broken. Then automatically we will prepare omelette. But when internal stress will come, new life will come. It's like a chota chicken. Okay, small chicken life will come through the egg. Okay, when internal force. This is the internal stress. When internal stress also required, but we have to feel positively. But when stress will coming, then we will feel, after stress coming, I am not focusing. When stress is coming, we have to feel happily. Wow, more stress coming. Yeah, I want more and more stress. Then I have to manage it. Because I know stress management techniques. That's why I will manage my stress levels. So, everybody required stress. Murray psychologist said, without stress, any human being will not do any work. Without stress, any human being will not do any work. So, every human being is required some stress. So, without stress, birds will not fly. Once you observe it. Without stress, birds will not fly. Fish will not swim. And we will not walk. When you are ready to walk, compulsory we have to give some stress. When you are giving stress, then we will walk. If you are interested can run, we have to give more stress. So like that, compulsory stress is required. Without stress, we will not do any work. But sometimes more stress coming. At that time, this type of techniques are required. And internal stress is more and more. We have to create sometimes. And the next one is environmental stress. Environmental stress, it is